Just as it said, we're live. Everything froze here, so I hope this is working. I hope I am actually live, that you are actually seeing me, and I'm not talking to myself here, which always feels silly. Okay, I just got a confirmation that we are live. You are supposed to have sound. I am double, triple checking. Everything is supposed to be working correctly. Hello, Linda. Plain Sailing Motivation. What a beautiful name. Hello, welcome. Linda confirms that we have sound. Everything is working. Yes. Hello, Ruth. Long time no see. How is everyone doing? I feel like I have this huge glow coming from below. Hi, Sarah. Oh my. Hello. Long time no see as well. Hello, Celia. Hello, Trude. Celia, we missed you yesterday during the hangout. It was a short one, but it was a hangout. We did make a little spread. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to announce a new theme. I have a little something ready for a little demo. Not an ATC. Look, I have something else ready. I'll explain when we get to that part. Hello, Lotta. You don't have to apologize, Celia. I just wanted to say that we missed you. I mean, that's what this community is about, right? Like human interaction. And when we miss one another, well, we just say so. So I have the names for the giveaway because the winner will receive this little thingy thing, which I think you will like. A new idea as I'm changing it up. As I said, it's no longer an ADC, but first let's grab the little blue book of secrets, as it contains the new theme, the new A Layer a Day. This is where I write everything that concerns the A Layer a Day, but also the Flutterwings 2.0, which will go up after this live, because the members yesterday were already like, can we get like a peek from the new theme? And I was like, do we want that? And then they said no. So I couldn't post a Fluttering sooner. I planned to post it sooner today, but then I was like, they're gonna know. They're gonna know. They're gonna know. Everyone's gonna know. Okay, so are we ready for a new theme? Yes, we are. But before we dive into that, hello, my lovely butterfly, and welcome to a new A Layer a Day. It feels strange to start this without saying that, so I'm sorry, but yeah, it's like my habits. I will draw the name as soon as I switch the camera. For now, we are on to the theme for November, and this theme was actually suggested by one of the members last year, and that member is Ingrid. Thank you, Ingrid, for that wonderful idea. The new themes, by the way, for next year are all set. Most of them, all of them, I think maybe except one, were all chosen by the members during the Hangouts. So if you want to get a say into what we're going to do next year for the A Layer Day, you have to join us. For this month, this challenge will run from today, November 4th, until November 12th. Why did I write 13? Isn't 13 the Monday? I think I overdid it with the dates here. The new theme, focus. The new theme, drum roll. Can you hear the drum roll? I'm letting your imagination do the work here. The new theme is tribe. We are going to have a look at all things concerning our tribe. And I thought that for November, this is a very good theme to have this month, as we have all these family occasions that are coming closer and closer and closer. It might be a good thing to have a little look at that. Now, when you think of tribe, that is why I didn't want to call it family. That is why I called it tribe, because tribe can be blood related or not. Whatever is your tribe. And of course, we're going to look at different aspects within the tribe. And the first one that we're going to look at, I'm sorry, I got distracted by the comment from Celia. Love Friendsgiving. I love that word. What a beautiful word, Friendsgiving. Oh my, I'm going to write that in my journal later on. The first element within the tribe that we're going to look at is my people. Who is your people? Who are your people? Who do you relate to as your people within your tribe? I know that a lot of the butterflies are going to say the butterfly community, because we are a very close and, yeah, loving and sharing tribe. We talk about anything and everything during the hangouts, and I love that. So, who are your people? When do you interact with them? How do you interact with them? Do several people tribe interact with one another? Who are your people? Who are they? Are they blood related or not? Did you pick them, or did life pick them for you? Who are they? To talk about them to your journal, in your journal, have a look at your people. It makes me all warm and fuzzy inside to think about my people. Yeah, I love that. So, my people, that is what we're going to start with when it comes to my tribe. If you're new to the challenge, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, I hate that word. I've said it for so many years, and yet I hate that word. If you're new to the daily art channeling habit, have a look on the forum. There's plenty of inspiration there for you to look at. Time to flip the camera and do something fun here after these 6 minutes that we're already in. Okay, people are loving the new theme. Good. That makes me happy. I'm going to flip the camera. And I have all kind of strange thingy things here. Yeah. Do you recognize what this is? Oh, I'm going to hide it for now. Because first I have a couple of names that I can pick someone from. Now, Lotta already told me yesterday during the hangout, if my name comes out again, pick someone else. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes so that I cannot see what name, and I'm taking this one, and the winner is Trude. Trude, you have, no, you've never won any of the ATCs, right? So there you go. This one, you are receiving what I'm going to make today. Congratulations, Trude, and thank you everyone for sharing your spreads on the forum, which always makes me happy. So what am I going to do today if I'm not going to make an ATC? Well, in case you didn't recognize it, this is actually a page from the A Layer a Day journal. So these are all little signatures. As you know, I like the Coptic binding that allows you to lay your journal flat. No matter what page it is you're working on, it can always lay flat. That's what I love about it. And I'm holding it upside down. So this is actually one of the pages that fits in here. So when you're making your new journal, you can actually just bind it within your journal if you so wish. If you don't wish, you can just, well, use it flat and staple into whatever it is you want to staple it, or you can use it as a little card for yourself. But yeah, it fits perfectly within, well, it's actually literally a page of the signatures that will go into the kits, because very, very soon, stay tuned for November, because very soon the new A Layer Day for next year are going to come up, and Trude, you will be able to bind this one within your journal. Trude, as this is your page, you get to choose. Either I do a single one, and then it can literally be the first page of your journal, or I do a double one, and then you'll have to bind it in the middle of a signature, or I can do the back thing if you want to, and then it becomes like maybe the last page of your journal. This is yours, so it's yours to choose. There you go. You're getting assignments. You're gonna get several assignments tonight, because this one is yours. So what would you like me to do? A single one front, a single one back, or a double one middle? While Trude is typing her answer, I'm gonna grab my little sponge because I have a couple of things here ready that I want to use. For some reason, I wanted to go with these two colors. It's not going to be monochromatic because I already prepped something else, which is there that I'm not going to show you yet. I want it to be a surprise for later on. The double middle, that is what she chose. So I'm going to do the double middle. There we go. The first thing that I want to do is spray some water, because I want to create my background in a bit of a different and special kind of way. So I have my Distress Oxide. Those who have been spending time with me lately know that I'm obsessed with these inks. Yeah, I think they're amazing. They're really everything for me. I have a little sponge, picking up some ink, and I'm just gonna press it down into the water to create a background. And of course, I don't have the same amount of water everywhere, so it is reacting in different ways depending on how much water there is. As you can see, there's a lot there because the water has been running away that way. That's okay. That is what will give us interesting and different effects in the ink. And the water here is already starting to dry, so I have less effect here. But that's okay, because I still want to activate the ink even more. And actually the camera is making it look way softer than it is here. I have more color here than the camera is making appear. Okay, I just want to blend it a little bit more, just a tiny bit. And now I'm gonna up, take away that excess water. I love that we have like this different effect here. So yeah, Trude, you might want to use some gesso on the other side there, because I don't know how clean it will stay between now and the end of this spread. Okay. Now I want to try something. So this is a technique that I've been doing regularly lately. But now I want to do an extra something, and this is a bit of a conundrum. I don't have any sponges left, so I'm going to have to cheat. Let's clean this one up a tiny bit. Let's see if this is, ooh, this is very blue. Yeah, let's do this. Actually, what I'm going to do now was not planned, but I still want to do it. And I do want to preserve my inked pad. So I'm not going to go with the sponge on the ink pad so that I don't contaminate everything. But I do want to add like a little bit of extra something something. So I'm going to take some ink. This is still moist, and I'm gonna add here and there a little bit of that iced spruce. So the first color that I worked with is Uncharted Mariner, and I'm getting all these circles from the sponge. This is funny. This is the blue coming through. Okay, now let's blend it again. I don't know if the chat fell silent or if you all fell silent, but all of a sudden it's very quiet in the chat. And that is always like a bit creepy, because I'm like, has everyone gone? Okay. Now, this is something to work with. Just enjoying watching. Let's heat set this for now. Okay, my fingers are marked. I get kicked out when I use the emojis. I am here without emojis. Poor Lotta! Not allowed to use, I was gonna say, not allowed to use your emotions, but emojis and emotions are not the same thing, right? Although I think we are in an era where we tend to confuse them, maybe a little bit. Yeah. I am thinking if I want to start stamping in color or if for now I want to keep the color monochromatic. I don't want to show you just yet to what focal point it is I'm going to go. I'm going to use a couple of stamps here. Let's start with this one. I really like that one. I've been using it a lot. I have a song in my mental soundtrack jukebox. I'm blue. I'm blue. Da da dee da da da. Okay, now I have a 2. Thank you. I'm gonna stamp with the same color, but I don't want it to just sit on there. So, and I'm gonna do that off camera, but you can see it in the little camera. Spray some water on there and then dab some of that water off because I do want it to be a bit softer, but I don't want it to run all over the place, which is what will happen if I just leave all of that water on there. And now I'm going upwards because I have less water and less ink and it will look softer. And then again, some ink, some water. Spread the joy, yes! Spreading the music, the mental jukebox. And now that I have again more ink and more water, I continue on the bottom so that this is darker than this instead of being heavy topped and light bottomed. I like it to be heavy bottomed and light topped. I'm looking at what you're doing. Oh, trying for your Christmas cards. Well, then I think that what I'm gonna do tonight might inspire you a little bit. I want this to be softer. This is too wet. Yes. Okay, that's enough. I really like that it's there and not there. Like you can see that it is some kind of text and at the same time it's not. And that is really something that I like. There was one that I wanted to do. Let's do this one. So yeah, these are all the last stamp sets, which they're really my favorites to do the backgrounds. Well, they are for my own journal, so would be sad if I didn't like them, right? So this time no water, just some stamping, but this is a bit too much ink. I still want this to be in the background. That's not enough ink. Hello, can we have something in the middle, please? Yeah, better. The colors together are looking differently than what I saw in my mind, and I'm letting it all come in and enjoying that my spread is surprising me with, hey, you didn't see that one coming now, did you? Now, one of the things that I like about Distress inks is that even when you stamp like this, so what I don't like is that it's really like sitting on top of the spread. So that second ink is really sitting on top of the first ink. And I want those two blend together, and that is one of the many reasons that I love the oxide so much, and that is that if I spray this with water, it's gonna like sink into the background. Now I don't want to leave it on, I just want to spray it on and then dab it off, because if I just leave it on, everything is gonna, because you can see that it's already way less clear, but it's still, it is still a recognizable shape. The only thing that happened is that it softened down because it's now like partially sunk into the background, and I like that. Yeah, that is one of the things that I like. Now, before doing the next step, because I know where I'm going, you don't know where I'm going, but I know where I'm going. Well, like ish. I have this focal point ready that I really want to use. So my ideas are going towards what it is I want to do with that focal point. So I know what I'm going to do next, and that is in function of my focal points. Ooh, this is curling. That is what you get when you use the paper out of your journal. It's like it has nothing to hold on to, and then it goes in all different directions. So one of the things that I wanted to use was one of these. And as I'm working on a small spread, I actually have two options. Okay, I'm gonna go with this one. These are old tapes, well, most of them, not that one, but most of these tapes are available in the web shop if you are interested. The one that I'm using today is part of a little kit with like, I think there's three rolls in there. So there's a question, can anyone explain the difference between distress oxide and spray stain? What are the stains again? Oh my god, I haven't used those in such a long time that I don't remember. So the oxides are chalk inks that have a really cool reaction to water. Whether when the stains, aren't those like just plain inks? I know they're both from Ranger. Can anyone explain what the stains are again? Because I forgot. I haven't used those in a very, very long time. And I don't even think I have one left here. I'm gonna have a look. So this one is just gonna go whoosh, right across because I need something. I hope that this is more or less straight. Is it? Is it? Is it? Yeah. I think that this is better. So one of the things that I like to do, and this is something that I do a lot in my journal, opaque versus clear see-through. Thank you, Celia. The spray stains are the spray version of the distress ink pads. Yes, without the chalk, indeed. So they do have a reaction to water, but they all have a brown undertone between dye and pigment. Okay, I'm not going to react to that because I don't know. I didn't know they had any pigments in them. I thought they were pure dye. So I used my my cutter to cut off the, well, to rip off the edge, but in a bit of a straight kind of way. So when I'm working in my journal, I like to use washi as well. And well, it has to be more or less straight in my journal, not in my art journal, but in my journal. Pure dye, okay. And then to cut it straight, that is how I like to do. So this is not going in the bin because this can still be used. So I have, look, I'm not gonna I'm not lying. I have old pieces of washi on the edge of my table which sit there until they can be used on another spread. I don't like waste, and this is my way of not wasting. Now I want to make sure that this still folds properly so that when it goes in Trude's journal, it doesn't come off. And now I want to add a little bit more stamping before I show you the focal point, which you still have no idea what it is. I have the idea that this is so wonky, but it's maybe the camera's doing, I don't know. Okay, some black stamping before I stamp the focal image. What are we gonna do? It needs to be something quite soft because the focal point is gonna be quite soft. So I cannot go with something that is too overwhelming, because I do want to have like some sort of balance in my spread. Okay, I'm cracking out the VersaFine Clair, which means that from now on I have to be careful because this one takes a long time to dry. And as I'm not done with my spread, I might end up with my fingers in the ink. And that is not a good plan. And I do want to keep it more or less clean on the back side for Trude so that she still has a reasonable clear paper to work on the other side, like so, and a little bit on the other side. Doing a lot of cleaning today. Not something that I'm used to. Well, it feels like I'm doing extra today. Okay, what time is it? Okay, it's already almost 8, so I'm gonna go towards the focal point. Are we ready? Are we ready for the big reveal of the focal point? It's not something that you haven't seen before. I'm sorry if this is a disappointment to you, but yeah, it is something that you've seen before because it is from this stamp set. As I was picking out the stamps that I wanted to use today, he was looking at me and he was like, use me, use me. So here he is, ta-da! So this is going to go on the spread. Yes, I cut off his leg because of course I'm gonna stamp it in the background. And I really thought that the colors would work well together, and lo and behold, they do. But Trude, I have another assignment for you. We can either go with the little head, like so, or we can go with the Christmas decoration type of crown, like so. It's all up to you. It's your choice. You are the one choosing. In the meantime, I'm gonna put down a quote. How about that? Do I want to? I also took this one out, but I don't know if it's a good idea to combine everything and then have the quote in the middle, maybe? The blue hat. Okay, the blue hat has been chosen. So do we want, yeah, maybe it might not be bad to add that leaf. Or not, I don't know. I'm gonna leave it on the side because it still might be a surprise for Trude as well. Ha ha, before she gets it. Quote. Which quote? Which quote? Ooh, yes, this one. Because I know that this is going to Trude, I'm gonna use, ooh, that's my mindfulness bell that you just heard. For those who are curious, it's from the Plum Village app. You can set it whenever you want it to go off. Mine goes off every hour from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. It's a nice way to remind myself to stay in the moment and to be mindful. But it's also a very good way to time my work. For example, when I'm in session with clients, it's a very pleasant way to tell, okay, our time is up. We have to wrap it up now. I think that this quote is going to be perfect for Trude, because this is something that we have been talking about yesterday during the hangout. It's actually going in the direction of what we were saying. So yeah, I think this one will be perfect on there, like so. And at this point, you might be stressing when you're stamping in your journal. Maybe it's not going to stamp perfectly. You know what? If it doesn't, stamp it again on a piece of paper and then stick it in your journal. There you go. One structure, many souls. Trude, I hope that this rings a bell for you. There's a lot of people in our shadows. A lot of people. But it doesn't change the fact that they all sit within one structure. Talking to Santa myself, okay. I'm catching up on the comments here. Okay, I need a bit of a bigger block, so careful with all the washi on the edge of my table. Yeah, that's not gonna do it, because I need to see where his little paws are so that I can stamp him properly onto the washi tape, because the washi tape is actually his perching kind of thingy thing. So although this is a, I think, cute little spread, this is not the kind of spread that I generally do in my art journal, because this has been like prepared. It's not organic. It's not linked to my emotion of the moment, although I do pick the colors before I started. So there is something to say about that. But it's a little bit too thoughtful to be what I would consider an art journaling spread. Ruth, the new collection should be coming in January. There we go. Now I just need the outlines, because I'm gonna glue the actual colorized image on top of this. So I'm going to ink up the edges and then glue him down right there. No, sorry, someone knocked on my door. They forgot that I wasn't alive. So this one is going to be glued down right there. So you don't even see anymore that I cut off his little legs and anything. He will just sit there nicely and properly. And then this one will probably maybe go here somewhere. Yeah, it might. And then of course his little head. Now I'm going to cut off a little bit more and stamp the little head on its place as well, so that I have all the little lines from whatever needs to be on top of it, like so. To do that, I use a stamp positioner. There we go. A fun, easy, and cute little spread. Voila. I might add even some more details to finish it all off. Before I send it off to Trude. There we go. Yes. I'm gonna finish it offline because it's already 8:05, and usually these demo moments end at 8. So for all of those who are waiting to go to dinner, off you go. I'll see you back here next time. Trude, this one will be coming to you, and of course I will be posting photos of the completely finalized spread on my social media so that everyone can enjoy it. But it will be only in one journal, and that will be Trude's. Woohoo! Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. So I'm gonna flip the camera again. Face cam. We are on the theme of tribe. This week it's all about my people. If you're one of the members, the Fluttering 2.0, the downloadable is going up in a minute. And I'll see you on the forum. Don't forget to put down a layer a day in a mindful way, and see you back here next time. Butterfly kisses. Thank you, everyone.